What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. Like we predicted, busy weekend is here. It has arrived. 2 commits in one day. Could there be more? I'm trying to understand the bat signals. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to be a huge weekend as I head into the spring game. Obviously, we know that is tomorrow. It is going to be massive, ton of visits. But let's talk about the 2 big commits and also what looks like there could be more later on tonight. Again, help me figure out these bat signals. We'll figure it out. Before we do, though, let's roll the intro, baby. I flushed my kids down in the club. Feeling good, looking good. And here we go. Like I have always said, no need to fear. Coach Prime is here. They land themselves a running back that we thought was going to happen. He was crystal balled, or they felt like there was a good possibility he would flip because he was committed to Mississippi State. This is Rashad Amos from Miami of Ohio. He did commit to Mississippi State, but the Buff said, you're coming on over here. Obviously, with the loss of Dylan Edwards just a few days ago and the pickup from Dalen Hayden, I believe, from Ohio State, now right back where everything was. Everything is in the clear. 2 solid running backs with a ton of experience behind their belt. Again, I still love the Dylan Edwards and wish that he were to stay at Colorado. Has a ton of eyeballs looking at him, but that is a side point. We are moving on. This is a huge pickup for the Buffs. Let's look at his PFF rating. A massive year for him last year. You can see his first and second year, not that fantastic, but this third year really exploded, really found himself 6'2", 234. Redshirt sophomore, has a ton of eligibility left if he were to want to use it. Again, that 6'2 frame, 234. The guy is an absolute stud. Love to see it with an offensive grade of 81.2. This puts him 106th overall out of all running backs in the entire college football. So a big time pickup. I could see Rashad honestly really fighting for that. Not fighting, I think being the #1 guy at Colorado. And I've got to believe that Dylan Edwards got wind of the Rashad committing. I don't think it was the Ohio State running back. It could be. It seems timeline wise that it was him, but this to me is what really put it over the edge, because you could fight for that Ohio State for over Hayden to take that role from him. Rashad Amos at 6'2", 234. He's coming for it, and it's his job. I think that's going to be a 1-2 punch. Ultimately, I think you're in a great position now at the running back situation. Again, the big question mark is going to be depth, but the 2 running backs they picked up from Ohio State and now Rashad both have some eligibility left. Rashad, again, can go into the draft next year. Running backs, it's a finicky situation. We'll see what his value is, obviously, when he heads into the draft next year, which will play a big factor. So, again, getting ahead of myself, but we always like to play a little bit of a back and forth. And then also, too, moments before we went live, big commit here from offensive line Wyatt Hummel from Villanova. Not the splash commit like everybody was thinking, but a commit nonetheless, adding to that offensive line, adding to more depth, which is absolutely massive, which we all know the offensive line is extremely thick. I think the quality on that line is much improved, but the depth was still a question. Now you've added that depth. Now, his numbers are not going to splash off the page here, but a 6'6", 315-foot frame. Again, he is coming for his last year because he is eligible for the draft in 2025. Looking at his numbers, nothing to really write home about, but I like the depth piece to this. It's going to be a fantastic addition to the Colorado Buffs. Also, we got Nikhil Green, the linebacker from Charlotte. Right now, he is down to Mizzou in Colorado. Who's going to make it happen? Mizzou has been cooking as of late on their recruiting trail on all spectrums, whether it's recruiting, transfer portal. They're doing a fantastic job. So if Coach Prime is able to rip one from Mississippi State and Rashad Amos and pull Nikhil Green from Mizzou, he's going to get some big dogs in the SEC, going bow to bow, and I love it. You love to see it. It is fantastic to watch. Now, let's dive into the bat signals here, because I was expecting something to pop off here. You see your coach put out, we're going to start this thing off right. 5:50 Mountain Time, 6:50 Central Time, 7:50 Eastern Time. Now, that is in an hour. Now, we've had 2 commit since this has happened. Could there be a third tonight to really sling this all together and really get this ball rolling? I don't know. But he also tweeted out there was going to be one at 5:30, which looked like that was a Rashad one. It's mayhem right now. It is a busy weekend. He said it was going to be busy from last Sunday to this Sunday. Maybe he's losing track of time, losing some sleep, and for good reason, because it has been a mayhem. It has been hectic. So we'll let it slide. But if something does hit at 7:50, we'll be ready to rock and roll. We'll be ready to talk about it. Could be the Nikhil Green. Could be others that we haven't been talking about. Obviously, there's the other linebacker from Tennessee that was visiting. What is funny is the two commits that I thought were sure locks, both linebackers, are the only 2 left that haven't committed from that visit that past weekend. Is that a good thing? I think so, because the other ones I had question marks, and all those guys ended up committing anyways. And also, too, this weekend is flooded with recruits, with transfer portal guys. Like I said, it is going to be electric. It's going to be the most watched spring game without a shadow of a doubt tomorrow. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. your opinions. Who do you think it could be if there is another one here in an hour? How are you feeling about it? Of course, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and of course, turn the bell on. You don't want to miss it if it does happen at 7:50. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.